Cup, impressing everybody with a valiant run all the way through to the semis, but came up short against Costa Rica. Meanwhile, Canada, you take a look at their starting 11, very fortunate themselves getting through to the United States, but losing out. Lars Hirschfeld, a magnificent match against the Americans, back in between the posts. Rogers makes a return for Carl Fletcher in defense. Another change, one of two, Tom Nisaliwa at right back, replacing the injured Jason Bent. The rest of the squad unchanged for Holger Osiek. For the Korean Republic, or otherwise known as South Korea, Lee Won-jae returns in between the posts. He had a brilliant match in the quarterfinals. And of course, you see another change as Kim Ji-kun comes in. He will be relied upon heavily for this squad. A very talented strikers, of course, with Cha up there as well as Kim. They'll be looking to get into the back of the net, something Gus Hiddink has not been able to see his team do all that much of in the tournament. Of course, coming into this match, a side that has scored just one goal and looking for bigger and better things. Or make that 2 goals. 1 goal coming in the group phases, another goal coming against that 1-0 loss to the Costa Ricans, and we are underway. Canada in the red, otherwise known as the Maple Leafs, and they will be heading from right to left. They are the defending champions and put up such a valiant effort against the United States, battling them to 120 minutes of scoreless play. However, coming up short in the shootout. Meanwhile, Korea facing a lot of World Cup opposition in this tournament, perhaps the toughest draw at any side of the 12, but an excellent tune-up leading up to June, where they'll be looking to impress on their home turf. And the first foul of the match is Wayne De Rosario getting stuck into the fray. There you get a look at the match official today, Carlos Batres of Guatemala. And see a handball there. Early on, the Koreans. Can the Canadians take advantage from the set piece here in the early moments? Near side, the free kick lofted in by Hastings. Brennan also connecting there, but in the end, McKenna's header corralled easily by Lee Won-jae. Talk about Lee Won-jae and their mysterious absence in that semifinal against the Costa Ricans. He was replaced by Kim Byung-ji. If you go back to that quarterfinal match, a memorable one against Mexico, it was his goal-scoring, goalkeeping heroics that kept the Mexicans at bay and allowed them to advance. Here's Jim Brennan. Well, it will be an interesting tactical battle between these two. Totally different styles. The Canadians, if you've been watching them, a very physical side and have a lot of side at their advantage. Meanwhile, the Canadians, or the Koreans, looking to employ a speedier, more transition type of game on the flanks. And this will come back to the Koreans again. San Jose Earthquake man, Dwayne De Rosario. Those of you may remember his golden goal, lifting the MLS side to the title this past year. On the far side, the Maple Leafs trying to get it going. Not a lot of technical skill for the team north of the border. However, indeed, with a pretty much highly skilled game plan in terms of organization. The Koreans now in possession in the back. Of course, coached by Gus Hiddink. Former Holland coach has established himself as a big presence in Asia. Far side, possession kept very well, and this will be a very similar style of play to that employed by Holland. You will see the similarities between the Dutch and the Korean styles due to the presence of Hiddink. Here is Cha. Dispossessed very well, and up comes Jason DeVos, the team captain. Taken away again. Cha, very active, just past midfield. Here come the Koreans. Can they get anything going? Love to spread it out wide. Good little run through here by Choi, and he's shut down by Tom Nisaliwa. First corner of the match awarded to technically the visitors, but neither team on home soil today. Tom Nasaliwa of FC Nuremberg of the German Bundesliga. Very impressive after coming on as a substitute against the United States. He replaced, of course, Daniel Imhoff on the right side. It gave DeMarcus Beasley all he could handle. It's not suiting the strengths of the Japanese, but Choi comes forward from the defensive ranks. You look at Cha lurking back there. The execution tested, out the outswinger, easily dealt with by the Canadian back line. Kim. Plenty of space. The Canadians laying off here in the opening 5 minutes of play, and another foul. So we'll see the set pieces. Kim Do-hoon is brought down. Tony Menezes, the sweeper for Canada. The culprit at that time. Choi Sung-yu. They knock it back into their own half. And again, Korea so patient in their buildup. Song. Kim knocking it into the Canadian half to no avail. Jim Brennan with the dispossession, plays it right around Choi. Here's Stalteri. Pushing up is Nasaliwa, just 19 years of age. Well, those of you who have been keeping track of the Gold Cup, the United States defeating Costa Rica in the final and taking their second ever title. Gold Cup play, matching their 1991 feat. What an impressive outing it was for Bruce Arena and his men, having to do without two of their big stars, and Claudio Reyna and Ernie Stewart. Now off and running on the counterattack. Shaw puts it in the path of the striker, and a lovely ball in, but unfortunately, Kim Do-hoon not able to connect with it. Their coach, Gus Hiddink, not altering the game plan too much in terms of personnel with this one, just two changes. Korea very sound as far as organization is concerned, and defensively, one of the best, if not the best, in this tournament. Richard Hastings for Canada, turning up the near side, sends it upfield. And Carlos Batres calling things to a halt this time. He is assisted by Michael Roganuth of Trinidad and Tobago and Curtis Charles. A quick substitution here as Kim Nan-il comes in, as Choi Tae-uk has to take his seat due to injury. De Rosario, marked by Choi Jin-chul. And you see the injury by Choi Tae-uk. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue. His boot is off, and he is done. Substitute who plays for Chunam Dragons. A young midfielder, just 24 years of age. Here's how the injury developed. The collision there with Nasaliwa. Not pretty. Cha. And to split the Canadian defense. Can't do so. McKenna losing it. Well won ball by Choi Sung-yong. Into the back now, and Song Chong-guk has dropped back into more of a four-man defensive formation for the Koreans. Nick Tasovic for Richard Hastings. Hastings pushing up now, and deep into the Korean half come Canada. Hastings dispossessed on the ball. Good double teaming by the Koreans, and they work something off the counter. Not this time. Jim Brennan. A lovely ball played through for De Rosario. Gets a starting chance. De Rosario is through, sets it up. And forcing a dangerous clear that time from Choi Jin-chul. Dwayne De Rosario making some headway for Canada here. Canada emerging out of Group D in Miami. Of course, after that highly publicized lottery draw. Brennan's outswinger skims in front. The volley just high. So Canada with the first of the opportunities on goal. And Korea already forced into an early substitution. An intriguing development here. More of a matter of fine-tuning each team's respective squads. Korea participating in their second Gold Cup by invitation after getting knocked out of the group phases of the 2000 edition. Our side for Kim Dae-kyun, the substitute. Kim Nam-il plays it back now. Korea liking to use all the pitch. Kim Som-sik lays it forward, and again, the Koreans not looking very crisp in the build-up right now. 10 minutes played here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. We are still scoreless. Neither side threatening too much in the early moments. So an overshot for Richard Hastings. Captains today are their respective keepers. You're looking at one of them, Lee Won-jae, and of course his counterpart Lars Hirschfeld. 15+ saves against the Americans in that semifinal. He was absolutely outstanding. th minute. Canada on the back foot now, given away again to Lee Young-kyo. Far side, here's Kim Dae-kyun. A nice exchange between those two. So he hooks up with Lee Il-young. Here's Mark Rogers. Pressure from De Rosario. Ball spending most of its time in the Canadian half, but Canada slowly finding their rhythm right now. Well won. Here's Stalteri. Skips it past to Solvich. Now support from the back for the Maple Leafs. Here's Mark Rogers, who sat out the semifinal against the Americans. DeVos, and up comes Hirschfeld out of the penalty box and sends it out of play. Kim Dae-kyun with the throw for Korea. A lot of international experience for these Korean players. A lot of them members of the Olympic team as well. Kim Dae-kyun, one of them. Those of you may remember, this Korean side did defeat the United States back in December on Korean soil. The United States, of course, avenging that loss earlier in this tournament. A dramatic 2-1 victory over the Koreans with a late DeMarcus Beasley goal. Canada now launching it forward off the long ball, looking into the corner for Jim Brennan, and Brennan's got it beat on it right past Choi. Crosses over the delivery. A sensational bicycle kick by De Rosario is cleared by Choi. A flair for the spectacular for De Rosario. Nodded back. That comes straight into Lee's hands. Well, here it is. You see Choi Sung-yong beaten. And just between two markers, De Rosario trying to get the first goal of match to no avail. A foul will be charged to Kim Nam-il as well as Kim Som-sik, the man you're looking at, on De Rosario. Gus Hiddink, the Dutch coach. Good understanding of the Asian culture. Lopped into the box now, headed in. Danger here for Korea. Coming away is Kim Nam-il on the counter now, the Koreans. Splitting the double team, good composure now, and they do have the speed to capitalize. They can't find it up for Cha. Stalteri of Werder Bremen. Hirschfeld has it cut out off his kick by Choi. Now Cha from the back. The Koreans looking menacing. Oh, and on the loose, they come up. Kim Do-hoon! Korea has shocked the Canadians. An early goal from Kim Do-hoon. And the team from Asia well on their way to third place. Well, Lars Hirschfeld had not been beaten for quite some time. 147 minutes of play had elapsed since he had last conceded a goal, that coming in an own goal against Martinique by defender Mark Rogers. And this time the Canadian defense caught napping. Excellent finishing by Kim Do-hoon. Now you know why he's the highest paid player in Korea after returning from J-League action at the start of 2000. Kim Do-hoon, the elder statesman, 31 years of age. Meanwhile, we move on. Kim Do-kyun brought down. This will be a free kick for the Blues. Kim Do-hoon, those of you not familiar with the Asian footballing scene, was one of the more celebrated heroes in his home country. Over 20 goals internationally and over 50 caps for Korea. The goal scorer on the ball trying to win possession back, and it will fall out of play here in the 17th minute. Canada unfamiliar with this style of play. It's been puzzling for them. That one won by Cha. Do-hoon. And play back to Kim Nam-il. Wide to the near side, deep into the Canadian third. First time ball in the service, headed out nearly by Brennan. This will be picked up by Choi. And Brennan holding firm, standing up Choi. This will be a corner kick on the near side for the Koreans. And signs of optimism. The finishing indeed has been lacking for both teams, especially Korea. That will be a positive note for them today. Lifted high, looking for Kim, cleared off the line, and Lars Hirschfeld makes another great save. Canada on the back foot volley attempt from Kim Sang-sik. Or rather, Kim Nam-il. What a sequence. And Lars Hirschfeld has seen many of those in this tournament. Driven in very well, and that one just high of the crossbar by Kim Nam-il. Here's Lee Young-kyo. Kim Do-kyun brought down. There's Paul Stalteri getting stuck in there. Free kick to the Koreans. Right into the area, well executed. Unfortunately for them, Choi can't get to it. And Canada, bit of a surprise right now, perhaps underestimating their Asian foes. Over 14,000 on hand for this consolation match at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. As you can see, not exactly a sellout. De Vos. Winning the header for Canada. Lasovic. You can see the coaching. Kosidik imploring his team. Work the exchanges in the back. Here's Song Chung-guk. Right over now for Kim Song-sik, far side. It's past midfield and cut out in the back by Tony Menezes of Canada. Maple Leafs enjoying little success early on in this one. De Rosario brought down again, punching his knee. Just to give you a recap of the tournament so far for this Korean side, they came in and played the United States pretty tough. Managed to equalize after an early goal from Landon Donovan in their first match, and before conceding the winner to DeMarcus Beasley. That one ending 2-1. Then it was Korea and Cuba, a scoreless draw in that affair. That's a memorable match against Mexico. 0-0, and that one going to a shootout before losing to Costa Rica. And here they come off and running. The counterattack started by Cha. At the top for Lee. Set up beautifully. Korea nearly getting one again. Just past the 20-minute mark. Lee Un-young able to supply the finishing touch. And you can see Kosidik pulling in his assistants. Well, both of these teams playing European styles, and so many European players for Canada, with a German coach, Holger Osiek, as well. Lasovic. McKenna. Jim Brennan. On the wing. The triple team not working. Hastings for De Rosario. Now Dwayne De Rosario with the handball here. You can see good effort from the San Jose Earthquake striker, but really yet to find his flow in this tournament. Remember, this is a side without Carlos Corazin. We're going to see our first booking of the match. And it's going to be against the goalkeeper, Lee Rong-jae. For wasting time and trying to contradict the placement of the ball on the goal kick. Again looking for De Rosario. Back it falls fortuitously for McKenna before the clearance is made. This Korean side very aggressive, and they win possession again. Not intimidated by the size and strength of this Canadian side. Big Jason DeVos getting stuck in here with Chaudhuri. Chaudhuri, another young player as well. He's 21 years of age. Brought into the national team back in October the first time, and has been there ever since. Midway through the first half, the Koreans trying to add to their lead. Low free kick, easily dealt with. Play back to Choi. Choi with space and beats the defender Brennan. Now Choi trying to get the cross off. Holds up traffic, now sets it up. An opportunity for the Koreans. Do-hoon sets it up. And on the volley, a shooting gallery for the Koreans. Surprising amount of power. Kim Do-kyun getting in there as well. Here it is. Now originally a service for Lee Yong-pyo. Here's Kim Do-hoon, heads it down. finally, Nasaliwa able to get it away. Lee Moon-jae still baffled as to why you see the first booking of the match. You can see the look of consternation on his face. Anybody say language barrier? Chasing is Nasaliwa. What a bright future he has ahead of him. Those of you that tune into the Bundesliga every week, will pay close attention. He takes a nasty little whack to the face, but you will see a lot more of this man. And of course, contingent on the fact that Nuremberg should manage to stay up this year in Germany. From the back now, Korea. Keeping Canada on the back foot for most of this one so far. Dasovic. Lovely flick on from McKenna. Brennan, gives it away. This is going to hurt because Lee gets a hold of it for Korea now. The overlap on the far side. The service played in by Kim Do-kyun. Do-kyun has been very active. Another player down for Korea. Remember, we already saw Choi Tae-uk substituted just 7 minutes after kickoff, and this is not looking very well. Not looking very good for the Koreans. Hate to make use of the second of their 3 substitutions here in the first 26 minutes of play. Choi looks like it's going to have to be stretchered off. He is. It's a player that's relied upon heavily on the flanks of midfield to supply a lot of the crosses. It's like he turns his ankle there. Perhaps a hamstring. We'll keep you apprised of the situation as it develops. Brennan. Launched long. Canada employing that long ball style that they so like to do. And this is probably the quickest team in this entire tournament, Korea, along with Martinique. Martinique bowing out to his Canadian side. Back at the quarterfinals on a penalty shootout. Song Chung-guk winning the header. First time we've seen that from Korea. Lovely ball through, but cut out at the last minute by Chaduri. Now Dwayne De Rosario in the air. De Rosario enforcing the save by Lee. And Korea breaking down defensively a bit. This will be a corner from the near side for Jim Brennan and Canada. Trying to break even here with their Asian adversaries. Brennan delivers up the outswinger. Problems dealing with it. The shot is blocked. Oh, Rosario had open space. Bad first touch from him. He is double teamed by the Korean defenders. Take a look again at this opportunity. Good goalkeeping from Lee Moon-jae. First trying to follow in the footsteps of Kim Byun-il. Managed to hang on to that spot ever since the Korean legend has stepped down from international play. Oh, De Rosario excellently on the edge of the penalty area, serves it up beautifully. Canada finishing not of the highest order. And Hastings' cross is blocked. This will be a corner again for the Maple Leafs. sides with similar problems, unable to find the finishing touch. Low corner, met on with the volley. No luck that time for Canada. The defense pushing clear up into the Korean half. Aerial service delivered. McKenna tries to latch onto it. And the Hearts defender turned striker in international competition. Unable to get the first of the match for Canada. Totally unmarked. Have to remember, though, McKenna not a natural striker. As we say, converted by Holger Osiek the end of 2001. Had a lot of success throughout the first 4 matches. However, McKenna unable to get it going now. Korea back in their own half, and wise decision by Song Chung-guk to keep possession for his side. Half an hour played here at the Rose Bowl. Korea riding an early goal from Kim Do-hoon. Kim Do-kyun working the exchange there with Kim Nam-il. Here's the substitute, Kim Nam-il. Laid back. Canada now slowly starting to find their identity. Kim Do-kyun losing it. It'll be switched over now this side for Choi Jin-chul. Back to Lee. Steady movement for this Korean side right now. Good spacing from them. Nam-il out wide now, plays it for the other Kim Do-kyun, working forward on the far side flank. Korea trying to double their advantage here in the 32nd minute. Intriguing little match we've got on our hands today. Sure, it's just as intriguing for the Guatemalan official who doesn't get a look at this style of play all that often. A forward run by Do-hoon. Lopped in and over the head of Nam-il. Here's Do-kyun. Into the back now. Good service. Another desperation clear by the Maple Leafs. Dasovic looking long for De Rosario. You can hear the Korean fans faintly in the background. Hastings wins it. Here comes Canada through Stalteri. Back to Hastings now. Korea spending a lot of the last 10 minutes on the back foot. After a bright start. Coming away with it is Lee Yong-kyo. And they commit the foul. They concede the free kick here. Guilty party, Choi Jin-chul. Foolish challenge by Jin-chul. This could prove to be very costly. Hastings backs it up off the free kick. Hastings left-footed delivery. Superb service off the woodwork. Still not out of danger, and back in the nets it goes. Hard to see who it went off of, and it looked like it was Kim Do-hoon. The man who scored the first goal for Korea appears to have equalized. There are the Canadian fans. About a 1,500-mile journey from the Canadian border down to LA. Well, this might brighten their spirits a bit. Kept alive very well. And it was off the free kick delivery by Jim Brennan. It hits the woodwork initially. Here's DeVos, heads it back in. Yep, it was Kim Do-hoon. A lesson learned for the Korean defenders. And we now stand at one apiece. Well, they've had their problems scoring, but so far they've got all the goals. Defended by Choi, Jin Chul now. It's Brennan with a good delivery, the dummy run, De Rosario! Dwayne De Rosario getting into the back of the nets for Canada. He grabs his first of the tournament. Canada, a resounding answer to an early strike by Korea, have jumped out in front for the first time today. Look at the flick from Stalteri. That is the best that Canada has looked this whole tournament. Nutmegs Choi Sung-yong, the defender. Very well executed. Excellent finishing by the San Jose Earthquake striker. And now, an interesting position for Korea, having to fight back. They did have the better of it in the early moments, but Canada starting to dig their teeth in. And they fight back. 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Onto the far side for Lee Woon. Good penetration from Lee Yoon-yong. Kim for Choi. Patiently delivering into the middle. Do-hoon is brought down. No call from the official. Stalteri for Canada. Racing up the middle. Dispossessed. Well played by Kim Do-kyun. That's Kevin McKenna committing the foul. Well, Dwayne De Rosario and Canada breaking this one in. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Lee Yoon-kyo. So third place honors up for grabs, and you would think both teams would play rather lethargically. That has not been the case. Come out ablazing here in the first half. Oh, and this could be the third. De Rosario trying to slot it through for Stalteri and return the favor. Here is Lee Yoon-kyo. Now Choi. Indeed, a very pleasing and attractive style of football Korea plays. Cha. Trying to get around, does have the edge and pace. Gets around Menezes, trying to serve it up. Lee Ul-yong was lurking there at the far post. Kim Namil. Namil, oh, the nubby, nicely done by Cha. McKenna. It's poked back, and Canada again able to stand up to the cause. De Rosario nodding it on for Paul Stalteri. Those two collaborated beautifully on that last goal. Stalteri dispossessed. Hastings. The captain, DeVos. Launches it for De Rosario, who keeps it in play. Jim Brennan trying to latch on it. Fine tackling from the Korea right back. And perhaps that will put a smile on the face of Canada coach Holger Osiek. Knotted into midfield by McKenna for De Rosario. Has the racing Paul Stalteri. Good covering in the back by number 14, Kim Do-kyun. Do-kyun, one of the few players actually called into the McKenna's service. Looking to the far side for De Rosario. Incidental contact. And it will fall out of play. Back to Do Kyun. A lot of these players, of course, mostly universities players. And Do Kyun getting a professional element and an air of maturity into this side. Very much needed, and his service is, of course, integral in their trip to Sydney 2000. Meanwhile, a moment ago, and you saw it, and now Mark Rogers back into it. Rogers directing traffic. Remember, he was the culprit on the own goal. Perhaps the reason why he was left out of the semifinal against the United States. Rogers smashing one into his own nets against Martinique in the 63rd minute of that affair. Kim Do-hoon for Kim Namil. No handball called by the official now. Stalteri keeping possession very well. Here's Richard Hastings at the midfield line. Tuck it forward, Stalteri again. Brennan crosses. Too short. Chowdhury getting around the defense, and Chowdhury up and running on the near side. Centers it well. Kim Do-hoon flicks it over just behind the support of Lee Ul-yong. Salewa goes down. This will be a free kick after you see Kim Do-kyun. That more Nasaliwa's fault than anybody's. Dasovic. Less than 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Canada take advantage of 2 goals in 2 minutes to jump out in front and negate an early strike from Kim Do-hoon. Rogers sends it forward. Tony Menezes coming up lame here. It's not good. Menezes, the focal point of the defense, serving as a sweeper for his side. Menezes himself, as you can see, Holger Osiek now forced probably to make a change. Menezes has started every match in this Gold Cup. Much of the reason why Canada has made it this far. Remember, luck has been on their side. Managed to keep Ecuador scoreless up until minute 89 at the last match of the group phases, but Alex Aguinaga working the magic. However, the Ecuadorians denied by the lottery draw. De Rosario, closing moments of the first half. Canada trying to extend their lead here. Kim Namil unable to get to it. Dasovic back to Stalteri. Kim Namil, good first touch. Cut inside. Korea again spacing it out so well. Song Chong-gu. Canada getting stuck in now. Here's De Rosario, who's been all over the place. He's closed down on the near side by 2 defenders. Lee and Choi getting involved. Well, it doesn't look like Menezes is going to be able to continue, so this will bring in Chris Polsniak, number 19, seeing his first action of the tournament. Both sides forced into making first half substitutions. Jim Brennan, final minute of the first half. Kim Na-mil cutting it out well. Nice flick back. Na-mil sending it long and way too far out in front of Chaudhuri. Stalteri. Nesalewa. McKenna winning the header, looking for De Rosario. Kim Som-sik in the back for Korea. McKenna again. The level of aggression has picked up here. The team's not wanting to go out of this tournament on a losing note. Kim Do-hoon out of Kim Na-mil. Near side, and the other kid, the number 14, Do-kyun, launches it over for Choi Sung-yong. Choi serves it up beautifully for Kim Do-hoon. Oh, they don't come any better than that. Tell me Kim Do-hoon would not like to have that one again. Excellent service, though. This started the ball originally from Kim Do-kyun, and Choi feeds it in. DeVos had gotten back in time, but one touch from that, and he would have had Hirschfeld beaten. They're into stoppage time here. Third place match of Gold Cup 2002. This on Super Bowl Sunday, where the real football is being played here in LA. United States winning the final. Those of you may know all too well. Brennan. Kim Na-mil. From the back, looking for De Rosario. Picked up by the captain there, Choi Jin-chul. Canada's seeing themselves swarmed every time someone on the ball. Here's Stalteri trying to work it through the box. Jim Brennan at the top, cuts it through, but no one there to receive the pass. Liu Yong. Now Lee Yong-pyo. Oh, Yong-pyo up to Kim Do-hoon now. Can Korea equalize here? Stoppage time in the first half. The service headed out by Jason DeVos. Well, the match definitely not lacking in excitement, that's for sure. I myself thought that might be the problem with both teams discouraged after bowing out of the semifinals, but fortunately, I've been proven wrong. Over the head of the shot, easily dealt with by the Canadian back four, and given away almost. Stepping up very well is Song Chong-gu. Kim Na-mil. The entry pass falling to Choi. Choi, great touch. Choi crosses it over. Just a bit behind Kim Do-hoon. Korea enjoying a good spell here towards the end of the first half. Lee Yong-pyo. Now Choi. Sets it up now. Cha with a cross. Looking over for Lee Ul-yong. Lee Ul-yong pulls it back as it deflected. 3 minutes gone into stoppage time at the end of half number one. And with the Mark Rogers headers, Carlos Batres blows the whistle, and 45 minutes of play coming to a close as Korea getting off to a great start from Kim Do-hoon. However, an own goal from the same player, Wayne De Rosario, giving Canada, especially on Canada, they are up 2-1 here just before we start the second half. Both teams forced into making first half substitutions as Korea is seeing Choi Ta-uk go down 7 minutes past kickoff. That brought in Kim Na-mil. Meanwhile, the injury to Tony Menezes coming up lame at the end of the first half, forcing Hodor Osiak to bring in Chris Polzniak. That is where we stand. We are underway here at the Rose Bowl. 45 minutes of football remaining. Canada enjoying much of the possession as the first half wore on. Korea very aggressive out of the blocks, however, unable to maintain that level of play. See if they can rediscover that form here in the second half. Brought down, however, and this will be a free kick. Kim Sang-ik, the culprit against Kevin McKenna. Hard to believe that McKenna would be the one tumbling to the pitch in a collision of those two players. McKenna, huge, very large and powerfully built striker. Lifting it in, the header, well played. Danger for Korea. They weather the storm, knocked forward by Stalteri, too strong for De Rosario. Hey, and you got to take your hat off to these Korean supporters. Had a chance to go out to the Rose Bowl for part of this tournament, and they are out in full force, showing their colors. There's a lot of Korean immigrants making residency in the Southern California area. De Rosario licking it forward now. Here comes Canada. How quick the Koreans are to get back. So good in transition and so good on the flanks. Kim Do-kyun. Some discrepancy here. We have Paul Stalteri, who took a shot to the nose. Paul Stalteri, part of that Gold Cup 2000 championship team 2 years ago as well. An uphill climb for the Koreans now. Fell behind at Costa Rica. And that one managed to come back, but Paulo Won-shuk finished it off for the Ticos. Meanwhile, Korea trying to finish off this attack. Good cross in, and forcing a rare save from Lars Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld, of course, replacing Craig Forrest as the Canadian keeper. Forrest still recovering from cancer surgery. Cha, the Korean captain, good ball forward now. Kim Do-hoon now, enterprising effort from the Koreans. Do-hoon one-on-one. Ko-hoon fires and saved by Hirschfeld. Too much time wasted by Kim Do-hoon. Well, he had it, but he gave Hirschfeld too much time to get to the near post. Telegraphing that one. The ensuing corner now. Lee Ul-young to take it for Korea. The outswinger nodded clear of the penalty area. Softly chipped in. The bigger defenders for Canada able to get it out. And Kim Do-hoon, after a great beginning, really struggling right now. Missing the opportunity. We'll start with the own goal, now the foul. Here it is, the opportunity. Great balance from Cha Du-ri to set him up. He just backs up and hits it hard. And they're not very well placed. McKenna flicks it onto the near side. De Rosario pursuing. Kim Sam-sik. He gives it away. This could cost them, but McKenna lacking the skill to get it in. Easy save there for Lee Moon-jae. DeVos. Rogers. Choi putting a hand up. So Dwayne De Rosario in the goal for Canada. 10 minutes before the break, and that is the last of the scoring that we have seen. This one knocks squarely back to Lee. Korea trying to stretch the pitch right now. Kim Sam-sik getting stuck in as Lee Young-kyo. Cannot keep possession though. And Kim Sam-il unable to get it back as well. Lee Young-kyo chasing Rogers now. Both sides scrapping for possession in midfield. Nice little turn by Lee Ul-yong. Supported now. Very well by Kim Do-kyun. Nasaliwa marking him. Tom Nasaliwa went down rather awkwardly a moment ago. Appears that he's gotten up okay. McKenna. Triple team. Well dispossessed by Kim Do-kyun. Kim San-il unable to control it. Now over to Lee Young-kyo. Choi. Back from Cha. There it is for Lee Young-kyo again. Brought down into the area almost, it looked like. The substitute Pozniak there. This is so close. Oh. Flirting with the yellow card. For diving now. Corner kick, 53rd minute. Choi Sung-yong to take it. Everybody coming forward from the back for Korea. Hard-pressed, however, to win one in the air against this Canadian side. That is the name of their game. Choi strikes it. And predictably won by the Canadian defenders. Desovic missing the challenge. Lee Young-kyo keeping it in. Oh, Lee Young-kyo, brilliant display of skill. Pyo again jukes the defenders. Good service in. And forcing Richard Hastings to double back. Lee Ul-yong. Poor ball given away. Stalteri. Rosario getting stuck in there, and a late whistle for Carlos Batres. Eugene Levy look-alike to Paul Stalteri getting the foul. Dwayne De Rosario trying to make the turn. Cha shut down on the far side. Here's a rare touch in the attacking half for Nasaliwa. Had so much success against the United States, didn't Nasaliwa? Canada getting some help from their back four in the attack, but McKenna. Oh, you've seen them do this time and time again. Kim Do-hoon trying to work the tricky little back touch. McKenna again. Tom Nasaliwa playing it forward. Paul Stalteri closed down from behind. Or nearly. Canada just does not have the touch. Lovely play out to the near touchline. Here it is for Lee Ul-yong. On the edge of the penalty area, Lee Ul-yong penetrates through, but dispossessed by Tom Nasaliwa. Can't say enough about his talents. Kim Namil. Or Kim Do-young. Choi sends it back now. Kim Sang-ik working it far side to the right. Korea trying to equalize. Good service again. The crosses beginning to pour in for the Blues. Song. Kim Do-hoon heading it to no one. And in turn, Canada committing the same error. That one intended for De Rosario. Choi Jin-chul now in the back. Song Chong-gun. Laid over for Kim Do-kyun. Kim Do-hoon with some daylight here. Nice ball through. Play on, says the official after the tackle. McKenna for Stalteri now. Here come the Maple Leafs. Lovely ball nearly. Great idea by Stalteri. Lee Ulyong. Either side able to really keep possession for any lengthy duration. Kim Namil sees his cross deflected. Over 10 minutes played in the second half. Still no second half goals, and Dwayne De Rosario. See the flag go up. No David Souza in the lineup today for Canada. Came off as a sub against the United States. Kim Do-hoon. Now for Kim Do-kyun. Good spacing. Nice setup from Lee Young-pyo. But again, Canada will stand up the attack. Wonder if this would be a totally different tournament with Carlos Corazin in the lineup for the Maple Leafs. However, he did suffer a double hernia and was unable to participate in the tournament. Meanwhile, a foul is Cha has his jersey tugged by Jim Brennan. Canada lopping it into the area. McKenna heading it out for De Rosario. A little over half an hour remaining here at the Rose Bowl, and matters yet to be resolved in the 6th edition of the Gold Cup. Football Confederation Championship already been decided as the United States takes the honor this year. Close hitting. Seeing Canada seemingly work their magic yet again. Remember, a side that's already lost 2 matches. Perhaps they could win the 3rd place honor. That is quite a feat in itself. This shot pulled wide. Good opportunity for Lee Ulyong, but Vasovic able to get enough of it. Here it is again. Great buildup. Vasovic pushing it out of play. The corner now for the Blues. Hirschfeld trying to go out on a winning note. Lee Ulyong, back heel. A chance now for Kim Do-kyun. He's worked his magic before. Can he do it again? Lee Ulyong at the top of the area. Korea losing out and squandering a vital opportunity. 1 hour play, exactly. First half goal still holding up. Both sides threatening to add to the scoreline. De Rosario. Works it well past Kim Song-sik. Here's Lee Young-pyo now with a little space to work with for Korea. And tournament hopes withering away unless they could come up with an equalizing goal. Here is Cha. They've done so well on the flank, and they do well again. This one crossed over, but DeVos using his height very well. Well, you would think and question the tactics of coming onto the flanks. However, that is what Korea's wanted to do, so now we see a substitute as Lee Dong-guk comes in. He will replace the goal scorer, Kim Do-hoo. So Lee Dong-guk. Came on as a sub against Costa Rica. Made quite a difference in that one. Provided more of an attacking presence. A little bit speedier than Kim Do-hoo. We'll see how that will affect the lineup. Maybe it's the change that Kus Hiddink is hoping for. Choi. Lee Young-pyo. No nutmeg this time. Canada, lovely skill here from Dwayne De Rosario. Excellent work by the Canadian. The Koreans up to the task this time and knocked back to their keeper, Lee. Canada seeming to get better as this match is played on. Knotted in to the Korean half, and this will result in a throw for the Maple Leafs. A foul committed by Choi Jin-chul. Here it is again, up and over the back of McKenna. Easy call for the linesman. Free kick for Tam Nisaliwa, looking for their third. Nisaliwa hits it well, looking for McKenna, and Lee is interfered with. How about Lee? The bravery of a keeper. That's DeVos, actually, who interferes with him. Two late saves for Lee against the Mexicans. Adding to the Mexicans' woes, we know about their problems in penalty shootout instances. Javier Aguirre, a bit puzzled, however. Remember, he did not have a full-strength squad at his disposal. Here's a chance for Korea to get going. However, Choi Jin-chul shut down. Mark Rogers. De Rosario. Ponytailed striker trying to work it back for Stalteri. Korea now, the 64th minute, picked up by Lee Young-pyo. It'll lob it into the path. This could be dangerous, but Jason DeVos, impeccably positioned, continues his sensational play in the central defensive partnership for Canada. Liu Leong now. Here's an opportunity. The substitute, Lee Dong-guk, has his shot blocked, knocked back. Kim Do-kyun now. Korea trying to open it up through the center now. Perhaps they're going to attack through the middle. De Rosario. Good touch to himself. Flicks it wide now. Paul Stalteri will not get there in time. And what an exciting tournament it has been. And we saw the match with Ecuador. Canadians for the second time in as many tournaments, advancing through a lottery draw. Lucky in the shootout. And here's De Rosario hopping into the lap of Lee. No shortage of drama here in Miami and Pasadena. Choi. To the other Choi, this one Jinchul. Lee Dong-guk again making his presence felt. The other substitute getting it wide. Korea now, 66th minute. Lee Dong-guk, the return pass too strong. Easily defended by Jim Brennan. And get a look at Cha Do-ri, number 20. Also playing at Korea University with a lot of these players. In the midfield, the overlap. Well done, however, Kim Do-kyun having problems. Song Chong-gun. Kim Na-mil is fouled. This will be a free kick for Korea. The other Kim Do-kyun now. Korea trying to heed the rally calls. This one in the corner for Lee Ul-yeong. Good crossover. Headed high and out of play. Cha. Remember that name in the World Cup. Cha Do-ri. The big Dutchman watching things on the touchlines for Korea. Their coach, Klis Hiddink. And it looks like he's going to make his final substitution of the match is An Hyo-yeon getting set to come in. Tireless worker is Kim Do-kyun. He has been the catalyst on the flanks today for Korea, so that substitution will come to fruition. The man who comes off, Lee Ul-yeong, in the 68th minute. So the man who plays for Kyoto Purple Sanga, 23-year-old striker. An Hyo-yeong makes a living in the J League with Kyoto and scored 7 goals in 35 appearances last season. That league, of course, rapidly improving. This one last off De Rosario, goal kick for Korea. Things starting to slow up a bit, and the substitutes trying to find their rhythm. Only seen one sub for Canada. Wozniak and Menezes. 20 minutes left in this one. And time running out for the Koreans. Kim Sang-sik with the throw. Brennan getting tangled up in double team dispossession for Korea now. Can they get it going on the counter? Lovely play from Cha. There's the man we were talking about. Klis Hiddink now getting a look at some of the younger players. And perhaps some of the men on the fringe who are making the World Cup squad giving a chance to run here. Kim Sang-sik. Cleared by Do-kyun, working it up now. The substitute gets his first touch on Hyo-yeon. On, plays it over for Kim Namil. Kim Namil, shot blocked into the area. Here comes Canada. Paul Stalteri up and running in the 70th minute, trying to spur on the counterattack. The Canadians getting good support, trying to thread it through for Kevin McKenna. The Koreans wisely send it back to their goalkeeper. Rogers back to his keeper, Hirschfeld. The official attendance today listed as 14,432. Stalteri saved by Lee. Boy, what a great effort from long distance from the Werder Bremen midfielder. Nobody closes him down here. Good strike from Stalteri. Corner now for Canada. The defenders coming up, and this will suit them just fine. Brennan into the fray. McKenna up as well. The delivery from Nasaliwa. Under hit. Again, he'll get another chance and will not get around the defense. Good positioning by Song Chong-gu. Here's the attempt again from Stalteri, the best of the second half for Canada. Super Bowl Sunday here in the United States. The original version of football, however, being played in sunny Southern California. Paul Stalteri in Canada with a 2-1 lead, trying to add to it now, and looking like they just might. Nick Dasovic setting it up. Nasaliwa in support. Good dispossession by the substitute on. Korea now. Here they come through Kim Namil. Waiting on it was Lee Yong-kyo. Dangerous for Canada as the blue shirts get farther and farther forward. Support by Kim Do-kyun. Kim Do-kyun delivers. Canada able to deal with it effectively. Stalteri. Good linking midfielder, Stalteri. Beautifully set up for Kevin McKenna. Doesn't have the pace, and that we've seen all day long as an irate Kevin McKenna gets up and pleads his case to the official. McKenna spending a lot of time on the turf today. Here it is again. Just loses his footing. Choi there defensively. Kim Namil. Or Kim Do-kyun, however, completely overhit. Good effort throughout 2001 for this Korean side. 17 games played with 8 victories. One of those coming against the USA, as we mentioned in the first half. 1-0 in Korea. Win in a draw against Croatia in November really gave them cause for optimism entering that match against the Americans. Kim Namil. Now for Lee Yong-kyo, trying to work it in, and does. However, shot cut off. Korea due to here in their 5th consecutive World Cup finals this summer. Oh, lovely play, or a chance for a shot. Or rather, it's on, and Lee Dong-guk up there as well, and Dong-guk unable to get it. On. Oh, Nasaliwa beautifully dispossessed, but he gives it away in turn. Kim Namil. The holding midfielder is supported in the back. Here comes Song Chong-gu. Played over now. Lee Yong-kyo. Wide to the right for Korea. 15 minutes remaining in this one. Korea desperately needing a goal. Dong-guk plays it over, but it's behind Song Chung-gu. Choi Sung-yong, the right back for Korea, also pushing up. They'll get another crack at it. Namil. Kim Do-kyun. Back to Kim Namil. An. Racing through the defense. Great delivery. Set up for the first time into the wall. Almost like a free kick. Lee Young-kyo on the right, marked by Brennan. The Koreans enjoying a great spell to find service. Great attempt by Lee Dong-gook. The makings of goal of the tournament right there. Here it is, set up by Young-kyo, Lee Dong-gook. Take a look again. He has the ability. Football, along with basketball, the quickest growing sport in Asia right now. That clearly evidenced by the improved play in these Asian sides in recent years. Of course, the World Cup being hosted in Asia, also evidence of that. Play on, says the official, after De Rosario is hacked up. De Rosario in open field, but Choi covering exceptionally well. The other Choi, Sung Yong, on it now for the Blues. Disciplined unit. Now the Korean back four. And it looks like we have another injury. We've seen so many of them today. Choi Jin-chul. Veteran defender. One of the rare appearances he has been able to make for his country. Here again is the great defending. He paid the price for it. Took a little knock there at the end from De Rosario. It looks like he'll be okay. Nothing a little magic spray can't heal. And you get a look again. The studs landing right on the top of the foot of Choi. The captain shakes it off and reclaims his spot on the pitch. Will need him if they hope to equalize out of this one. Could see it go to golden goal should we end up at 2 apiece. Something that Canada's very familiar with. They battled the United States through a half an hour of scoreless extra time, ultimately proving to be to their detriment, losing in the penalty shootout. Another corner now. Korea dominating as this match is worn on, perhaps an indication of a higher fitness level. Choi delivers, outswung. Big defenders able to get there. Here is An. Oh, delivers a good entry pass. Canada on the back foot in a lot of trouble right here. Eventually, Desovic gets it away. On again. He's made quite an impact in this one. This will be a free kick after he is brought down. How about the play of On? Brought down from behind by Bosniak after he tugs his jersey. Haven't seen a lot of point-blank opportunities for Korea on the set pieces yet. This one's straight up the middle now. Over 10 minutes remaining here in the third place match of Gold Cup 2002. Choi Sung-yong, or will it be the substitute, Kim Namil, to take it for Korea? Time running out. Choi lays it off to the right, the supporting drive. Not a quality shot that the Koreans were hoping for. Mishit by Song Chong-guk. And you can see the disgust on the face of Ko Sidink. Hirschfeld. Getting it away into the Canadian. Out of the Canadian half. Back into the Canadian half. Back for On. He gives it away. Right back for Kim Namil. Lee Young-pyo. Lasovic. Canada with little possession here in the second half. And you see why. Hardly any attempts on goal. The goalkeeper for Korea, Lee Woon-jae, virtually nothing to do in the back. There's Do-kyun. Namil just behind him. De Rosario for McKenna. De Rosario coming away with it and off and running. However, 3 defenders back for Korea. De Rosario trying to split them. Let's get the foul. This will be another booking going against Lee Young-pyo, Korea's second. Actually, Korea's third. He joins their keeper as well as Choi Jin-chul in the books. Lee Young-pyo, his second consecutive booking in international competition after being cautioned in stoppage time against the Mexicans. Some rare action for Lee. In between the posts for Korea now. 82nd minute. One more goal, and you got to think that would just about ice it for Canada. Off the free kick, driven high. Set pieces win ball games. Plenty of bend from Kevin McKenna. Oh, flicked on. The Korean player really took a beating for that one now. On cuts it in. On's got some daylight at the top now. Korea, bad first touch from Lee Dong-guk. Choi refusing to give up on it. Nam-il overestimates it. Out wide to the left. De Rosario for the Maple Leafs. Cuts it inside now. Canada. Oh, wide to the right. This is a good opportunity for them. Brought down. Falling into the penalty box is Stalteri, but the foul was committed on the edge of the area. Another booking. So we'll go against Song Chong-guk. Korea's fourth. Just a bit late in getting there. Unfortunately for Korea, they don't commit the foul in the penalty area. However, a precarious position to be in. As Canada now seeking to dig their claws in here. The Guatemalan official, Carlos Batre, gets the line set. De Rosario is back there. Looks like he's going to be the designated specialist. De Rosario has it blocked into the wall, but will get a corner out of it. Tension for Korea here. Wanting to walk out of the United States with something to show for their Gold Cup efforts. It would be a shame if they didn't take anything home back to Asia with them. Off the corner and the outswinger looking for McKenna. DeVos heads it on straight into Lee. Korea trying to get this one to go to extra time. He chipped and chipped away at this Canadian defense, but it has yielded no fruits. Choi. Kim Sang-sik in the back almost gives it away. Pretty sturdy defense for Korea. Here's Lee Dong-guk, who hooks onto it very well. On in there. Canada now content to play with a defensive posture. We move on, the free kick, 86th minute. Canada building the wall, and a straight-on opportunity. And here comes Korea now. He size up their free kick, 86th minute, pushed wide by Song. They get the width, the service delivered, but again, no one supporting. The far post to Sovic, heads it out of play, and we will have another corner for Korea. And Korea trying to pull one out of their hat here. Things becoming desperate. Ian swinging corner, great delivery into the area, and trouble for the Canadians. Choi will get another crack at it. Works his way around, crosses into the center. Canada makes the clearance. Off to the far side now. Here it is for Lee Young-pyo. Song Chong-gu. Choi again. He is supported by Kim Do-kyun on the far side, out of your screen to your left. They get it at the top, lovely touch from An. Lee Dong-guk has his shot blocked. Korea now forced to play the long ball, and this could result, though, with everybody pushing up. De Rosario is through. De Rosario crosses. Stalteri, no! Paul Stalteri, point-blank range, but Lee Woon-jae denies him. And look at this work. De Rosario, they do everything right, but put it in the back of the net. Classic counter-attacking football. Kim Do-kyun now. On. Too much respect. On cuts it back. On delivers a cross. Too far out in front for Lee Dong-guk. And Canada, the defending champions for the second Gold Cup in a row, will take home some silverware. Just their second international honor in 100 years of Canadian footballing history. A disappointment for this Korean side. They put such a great fight throughout most of this tournament. Come crashing back down to earth, however. Late substitution. Julian de Guzman will come in and replace Dwayne de Rosario. Good tournament for Dwayne de Rosario. Got a goal. Nearly had an assist there, but we saw moments ago Stalteri denied by Lee Woon-jae, the Korean keeper. Final minute here in Pasadena. The Maple Leafs with their eyes on the prize and third place. There's Kim Song-sik, a left back. Played more of a defensive role than his usual role as a midfielder. And Korea losing to the Americans. Losing, of course, to Costa Rica, and now losing to Canada. You can't take some positive notes out of this tournament. They played well against Cuba. Of course, at their only other group phase match. They played very well against Mexico. 2 minutes of added on time here at the Rose Bowl. And Canada 2 minutes away from claiming third place. And now the Koreans can cast their attention toward international friendlies as well as the upcoming World Cup. This is some great practice for them. Surely they're not going to be an easy team to get by. Come June, remember, they're drawn in the same group as the United States. United States, remember, they lost to this team back in December, and it required a late DeMarcus Beasley goal in the earlier rounds of this competition for them to beat the Koreans. So there will be a formidable opponent in the World Cup. DeVos clears. 1 minute deep into stoppage time. Hastings. Canada clearly trying to waste some time. Will we see the keeper come up? I think we would. Korea with nothing to lose at this point. Gets into the penalty box, but Hirschfeld, as he has been all tournament long, right on top of things. Kim Do-kyun. Nasalewa, pretty quiet today. Basovic. For Canada, of course, a side that had a disappointing and a terrible 2001. They bowed out of World Cup qualification early on and managed to qualify for the Confederations Cup. And that ultimately resulting in disaster. Had a successful result against Brazil, and they get a successful result against Korea today. The first half goals stand up, and Canada marches on and claims third place. Congratulations to the Maple Leafs. Our final score from the Rose Bowl in Pasadena: Canada 2, Korea 1. Stay with us. We'll be right back to wrap it all up right after this.